Hey, another one of those pesky, shitty videos, and sorry that the camera is shaking. I'm just beating on my foot. Way too hard than I should be, but it's just a thing that I have, or no, I don't know what you call it. It's involuntary mostly. So, what's popping out, guys? This is one of those serious talks that I usually do on this channel, way too scarcely and scattered throughout. But basically, the point is that I was having nothing to do last night. I couldn't fall asleep, so I just browsed Reddit for, I don't know, an hour and a half or something, and something caught my eye. So it was a thread about horrifying situations or something like that. And one of the people there actually posted that something, some facts about TikTok trends, and usually internet-based trends, because TikTok trends are more or less in line with other platforms trends. So I'll be using TikTok for this video, but it's the same for mostly all of the social platforms that allow such content. Now I dug a little bit deeper. Sorry for the brain fart, but I dug a little bit deeper inside the phenomenon, and holy fucking shit, this shit is insane, and people are watching this. So I basically browsed through a lot of dangerous TikTok metas that happened over the years, and I think I have reached a list of what I find to be deeply disturbing and utterly dangerous, both for the people doing it and for others around. So let's get right into it. Disclaimer: it's not a sorted list; it's nothing of the like. So if you if the order is not really telling for how dangerous I think they are. I think the Angel of Death is the most serious of all those. But let's go right in. So we have this first one is the Dragon Breath Challenge. What it means basically is that you have eat cereals or fruits that are dipped in liquid nitrogen. I think liquid nitrogen is being called. And why is this so dangerous, you might ask? I mean, it's served at restaurants, establishments, or whatever. Well, it's shitty and it's super bad because it won't always, but it can lead to internal burns or internal frostbite, which is sometimes fatal, but most of the time it can leave lasting damage to your internal organs and internals, basically. Yeah, you don't really want frostbite. Here you
Let's
have
make Oreo O's Dragon's Breath.
it's from
First, let's
Oreo.
put the cereal in a cup. Now we put it into this jug and add some liquid nitrogen. Shake, shake, shake. Now we pour it into the cup.
Shake, shake, shake. And that is your whole tutorial on how to make that. I mean, it makes it so easy. You just buy liquid nitrogen. Sorry for the brain fart again. Off the market, right? You can find it off the market. Uh, yeah, it's fucking insane that people are actually watching this. So the numbers here of watchers and subscribers and all that shit is crazy in my opinion. It's a super dangerous shit, and I don't know how brain rotted you can be, or brain rotten, sorry, you can be for actually believing this to be a good thing. Like, oh, let's dip this cereal into liquid nitrogen and just eat it. It's totally safe, right? Like the Tide Pods challenge. Precisely the same train of thought for these people, I think. And I think this is the most recent that I found. It's actually from a. Oh, so let me pause because you might not hear it because of the video. Basically, this is from a German establishment, I believe, in Hamburg. Yes, so it's written in German, but basically it says that let's try out the Dragon Breath. It's more or less a slightly less accurate translation. I speak German, but not that well anymore, so it's really not that accurate, but you get the point. So they're just trying out it. I mean, it's pretty clear from the video, but why not? Explain it poorly.
La vida loca, she had dumps like a truck. Guys like what?
Po,
Not
po,
just
po.
urban, she liked the pop, cause she was living la vida loca. She had dumps like a truck.
It's really great.
Guys like what? Not
Best
just
video on the TikTok, especially when you talk about the dangerous trends. Now, this is, I think, all about the both about the what you call it. Man, am I insane? what was I gonna say? Okay, let's continue on. Dragon Breath. Then you have the original eating laundry product. It started with Tide Pods, then it went to Borax, which is, from what I read and understood, it's actually a lot more dangerous than Tide Pods, and it can actually kill you, right? It can, I mean, it can lead to organ failure. So perfect. Actually, this guy, Chemthug, which is a huge presence online. He's a PhD candidate in organic chemistry, so he knows what he's doing. I recommend the follow though. He seems like a nice guy. He actually posted this. I mean, come on, how much clearer can it be? It's a fucking a PhD doctorand in chemistry. So come on. Then you have chroming, which is chemical exposure while at a sleepover, and a girl died from that. She sniffed on aerosol deodorant and she died in Australia. Like, what the fuck? This is basically inhaling toxic fumes, which is deadly for some people, not for everybody, but you can die from it if you have the what you call it, some medical conditions, and if your system is not the strongest on the earth. So that's with those. They're not interesting. Then I mean, they're dangerous, not interesting. They're very dangerous. Don't do that. The next one is a little bit more fucked up. So if you want to skip ahead, please do it. It's super fucked up, and I don't understand what that is. I don't understand why people would subject themselves to that shit. But basically, a 10-year-old died from this. And actually, TikTok faces lawsuit because of that. So basically, what happened? There was a trend called the blackout challenge, which I don't think I have it anywhere here. No, I don't have it anywhere here explained, I think. So the thing with it is that you're basically choking yourself to near asphyxiation, and with everything on hand, like leather belts, like I don't know, garrotes, basically. You're choking. You're not choking. You're just suffocating yourself and trying to asphyxiate yourself as much as possible until you reach uh, uh, that near blackout stance. And this is basically what this whole trend was. And it was, I mean, I think it's one of the stupidest trends I've ever seen. Honestly, I think it's the stupidest trends. You're basically choking yourself to near death just for some video likes and views online. It's idiotic. You're literally killing yourself on camera for likes. That's stupid, and you're basically committing suicide for that, and you're basically asphyxiating yourself. That's insane. And the story is as follows: this 10-year-old girl that, by all accounts, was a very nice girl. She was pretty bright. She had basically a whole future ahead of her. Did that, and mainly because of social pressure and how much these numbers online put on us pressure wise. She wanted to be popular basically, and she did the challenge and died. Now, the thing is, what I understand is that I don't know where I saw this, but basically they kind of lost the suit, and now they're trying to gonna appeal, I think. Right, she filed a lawsuit in 2022, and now they have a what you call it, an attorney that is actually looking for an appeal to that because TikTok should be held accountable. They they don't effectively curate their content, and leading into this 10-year-old girl's death, they advertise themselves as being child friendly, but this happens. And this happens on their watch because they do not curate their content. They just feed this shit to people, to young people, to kids basically, who are very susceptible to that. They will do anything for validation, attention, and whatnot. It's socially ingrained into us that we crave validation, we crave I don't know, higher social status at some point because that validations comes from a point of a higher social status. So we want to be seen, we want to be heard, and children even so much more because they cannot discern certain facts. They cannot understand why something is dangerous for them. Maybe the parents don't have time to explain. Maybe the parents don't know what they're doing, what their kids are doing, because you cannot 24/7 monitor your kids. It's impossible. Trust me, as a parent, I know that. I'm doing my utmost to take care of what my son is doing. But at certain points, you cannot always be fully focused on him or it or her. So there, in those instances, in those small fragments of time, the unthinkable can happen. Mostly because of the internet and mostly because of trends like this that are viralized and social media platforms don't do jack shit about curating it or mitigating that ascent. Of course, let's go further. It's just so saddening, and I know as a parent, this shit is way too much. And actually, a video will be coming up against babies and parenthood in general, and I'll be talking more on that subject there. Hope you'll enjoy that a little more. It will be the most serious I think that I've done on this channel, and more personal, not serious, but more personal that I've done on this channel. And you'll see what I think the main differences are in perception and how you understand certain things as a parent, because it's quite different. Right. The
Honestly, I
last
have
one I think
retained a
was so for context, you have the do it yourself DIY section in TikTok, right? Do it yourself, basically your life hacks that you can do at home. So this one
it's about
posts,
videos
I'll
that are
be
circulating,
going just skimming through it for a bit.
but they weren't as like video cream. This comes with lidocaine. This is the brand that I had in my first video that you guys so prominently pointed out. But you looked at the promise on the tip looks like that is going little stopper, right? And I need to be in use real quick.
Right, that's I think enough. I don't want to gaslight her or anything. I don't want to dox on her or whatever it's called. It's just one channel out of thousands that do that. Basically, what this means is, and this is just an example. So please, if you ever see this video and you might want to go to her and harass her, please don't. She's shitty for doing that. Yes, she claims that no, only nurses should be doing this. You have to be a nurse, but she's posting it in the do-it-yourself section, which is kind of besides the point or behind the point. It's really you don't have to be a nurse to be on that channel and to see that because you see that you don't heed or maybe don't hear. It's impossible not to hear, but still, you don't heed that call and you do it yourself. Who is responsible? I think she should be responsible for that. If someone saw a video by her telling that person how to inject lip fillers and she does that and that person dies, then yeah, she should be held accountable. Court clearly, and the platform should be held accountable. That shit is unacceptable. There's a huge problem here in my country as well. Like all these unauthorized people doing that sort of procedures, mostly medical procedures or procedures that require you to be at least a nurse, not necessarily a doctor. Because usually nurses do more stuff regarding patient wise, the injections and syringes and all that than doctors do. But basically, oh, sorry for that. Too much talking. And this fucking headset pressing on my throat, like it's choking me. I'm doing the what was called that asphyxiation challenge at this point. So yeah, live and learn. Right, right. Let's go back. That is very shitty. That is super bad because it can lead to injuries. So untrained people doing that can injure themselves or others by following these trends. Always be careful what you're seeing on these channels and this type of content because it can be harmful. You might not be authorized. Research beforehand. Research what it requires because yes, it is very harmful. So the last one is I think the most dangerous out of all of them. It's the angel of death TikTok. That TikTok challenge that I've heard about. Yes, this one I heard about. Basically, what it involves and entails is jumping in front of trucks or vehicles at full speed to somehow prank the drivers. So you jump in front of them and then jump away. So they have to brake, right? But not everybody can brake in time. So it leads to fatalities. I think there have been 20 something cases, but I'm talking out of my ass here. It's just something that I've researched online last night at 3 a.m., I believe, the witching hour, basically. So never trust the witching hour or what you find at the witching hour. But basically, there have been like 20 plus cases of death because of that reported. So there probably are more, and I think it was only 20 plus cases in Indonesia where the trend was most prevalent. But yeah, that is the the horriblest, the most horrible trend ever. You're basically not killing yourself, only killing yourself, or putting yourself in harm, but you're putting everybody participant to the traffic in harm's way, and you're potentially traumatizing people for life because of your own hubris, which is, in my own opinion, very horrendous. And a very shitty thing to do. I mean, shitty really undermines it, but basically, it is horrible to just put your hubris, your ego, above other people and potentially scarring them for life. Even if they hit the brake in time, even if they narrowly miss you, that experience might be a lot for them. Some might have heart conditions. Some might go into cardiac arrest because of that. It can happen. Not necessarily saying it has happened, but it can happen. So yeah, I think this is all for the video. It's already 17 minutes long and probably will be 16 after editing or 15. But it's a long video, a longer than I anticipated video. So I've been dying to make this video for the last 3 weeks. Didn't have the time. Finally, I can do some other shit besides video games. So probably you'll enjoy it. Hope you'll enjoy it. So yep, for all my viewers, thank you a lot for joining. Thank you a lot for sticking until this point. Please just leave out a comment. What do you think of social media trends? Not necessarily TikTok, but social media in general. Do you think I made a good point about this, or maybe I mean, most of this is already stuff that some people know, of course. It's on the internet for so long, so people might know about that. But a refresher from time to time is never a bad thing, I believe. So yeah, leave out a comment what you think of the video, leave out a like, subscribe if you care. That's totally fine. I mean, it's totally fine. It's recommended, but it's entirely up to you guys. So love everybody equally, every viewer equally, even if they don't like, subscribe, comment. I don't care about that shit. I just want you to have fun and enjoy everything. So see you guys. Love you.